Hi there, good people. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time you good folks will find this video. We entitled this video The Three Migos on Homesteading. We're talking about reputations and we're talking about integrity of homesteading, farming, and family. They each have a unique perspective on the homesteading front, and we wanted to share their viewpoints with everyone, as well as adding our own commentary to further introduce them into the fold. We couldn't resist calling them the Three Migos, okay? So enjoy. Up first is one of my favorite farms, the Hunt family farm, because they taught me a lot about hardcore farming in all aspects of how they raise animals, how they tend to animals, the feed, the procedures, all of that. So let's take a venture with the Hunt family farm. And today we're going to dive right in. So let's go.
Family farm. So
Look at the
here
cattle.
are a few of the cows. They're just chilling, living their best life out here in the rain. That's one of my bulls. He's probably about a year and a half old. He's not. He has a lot of energy, but overall good bull. One of the big things that I want to show you guys is this right here. Look, this right here, number one. This is cotton. Right?
He said that it's the kind of thing that's left over after they do what the process is that they do after you pick the cotton, and it's very nutritional for the animal. We're just staying ahead of the curve because YouTube is becoming increasingly strict about content verbatim of what they're doing. You have to add something. And to be quite honest with my subscribers, it wouldn't be fair for me to just show you verbatim of what they're showing. Absolutely. Every time they post. It would be like copying them. It would be like watching paint dry. So I'm always going to have graphics. I'm always going to add twists. I'm always going to add turns. And I'm always going to add a lot of commentary. So that's what we are about. And further to that, if you want to watch any of these channels we're discussing, you have ample room to go and check it out all for yourself. Make up your own mind and make your own decisions about them. So you can be free to enjoy what you like and free to not watch them or what have you. But we want you to have a choice. I like that he's going to give us some statistics on farming, how has it been going so far in 2026. So, we'll continue.
No, we haven't been here, but I was asked a question the other day, and I thought it was pretty cool. And they asked me, how is farming going in 2026? 25, 26. It's February here. So we still hadn't gotten through the first quarter of the year, but I can report 25 up to 26. And what I would say is, for us, again, it's been fine, but for a large number of farmers, it has been pretty tough. And for a multitude of reasons. You go to the grocery store now, the price of whatever you eat, meat, everything has, in fact, gone up, and it's gone up tremendous amount. So, what may have cost $5 today, maybe $10. I know the price of beef right now is at an all-time high. So,
yes, because as I stated, it was like two steaks. I forget the type of steak it was, but it was like $45. It wasn't filet mignon or anything like that. I was like, huh? And because my husband is relatively thin, his doctor asked him to eat a little bit more beef in his diet. I don't care for beef and all. I don't care for a lot of meat. But yeah, so he's never lying about the price.
what may have cost $5 today, maybe $10. I know the price of beef right now is at an all-time high. So, that's one of those things that I think that people automatically assume that because because the price of beef is going up, it's those selfish farmers that are jacking the price up. When in actuality, last year I think in 25 was like a record for farmers going bankrupt.
Wow.
And so when you look at the price of beef and how it's gone up and the price of groceries and how they gone up, you would think that the farmers have become filthy rich and
No.
wouldn't have a record number of bankruptcies.
Now I just want to stop for a second because the reality is this family is really about farming. So now imagine a family that really isn't taking farming seriously, as you'll see later down the pike, when we get to IAG farms. Okay, these farmers, this guy and this family, they are serious about farming, and so they have a very good grasp on how to explain it and what is going on, and it's reliable. You can see it in their work, and you can go to the channel and check it out yourself. And also, the next two, which this gentleman and the other farm, they don't have to come here every day to film because they're not making a living on YouTube as their primary source of income. He is a coach, and the other gentleman was a trucker. Okay, so this is not his primary source of income. So that means they pay more attention to farming, and there are other things they need to take care of besides a YouTube check.
And wouldn't have a record number of bankruptcies. You know, reality of it is the middleman between the farmer and the grocery store, those are the people who are getting rich. And so those are the folks those are the people that drive the prices at the grocery store to the consumer, not so much the farmers. Now I know last year, I don't want to get too political about farming because, you know, depending on what side you sit, you know, you have different points, and I think everybody's point can be valid. But from a farmer standpoint, what I'll say is the tariffs hurt farmers more than they help, which in return caused farmers higher prices for things such as feed. It made it tougher for farmers to sell things, especially on major exports such as soybeans and different things like that that we normally ship across the water. So now, if we're exporting soybeans and different things of that nature, and we import things like fertilizers, whenever there's a tariff, the prices on both ends kind of crunch on the farmers, and those are the people that end up feeling it the most. And with so many of these farmers feeling these crunches, they've been forced to go into into bankruptcy. And these farmers have been in, you know, they're generational farmers. He's probably about a year and a half old. He's not, he has a lot of energy, but overall good bull. One of the big things that I want to show you guys is this right here. Well, this right here, number one. This is cotton. Right, it's a byproduct used after they.
Yo, when he said this was cotton, I thought I was on another planet. Don't laugh. Continue.
Gin the cotton, the cows absolutely love it. It's a great food source for them, a great carb. I may have mentioned it in other videos, but the importance of it is.
Yo, the importance of it is I didn't even know such a thing existed. And I feel very blessed today because I learned something new. I never knew cotton looked like that or was nutritional like that.
It has been an absolute brutal winter. I know that you guys know that the beef prices in the grocery store are like skyrocketing. It's high, right? And so one of the big things, and we'll kind of talk about it, a lot of it is tariffs, a lot of it, most of it, 100%, I can say probably 80% of it is all political. And so when you talk about food prices, from my opinion, there's enough food out here for food to be reasonably priced. However, when you put politics in it and different bids and different things are happening, again, we'll talk more about all of that stuff at the end of this video. I think it's going to be a cool topic for us to kind of dive into, give you guys a kind of a question, a Q&A moment. where you can comment and then I maybe answer it in the next video or so. But yeah, this winter has been brutal, and talking about the beef prices, feeding your livestock at this point now is so much higher because if you look around, there ain't no grass really growing right now. It has been a very cold winter. Nothing is growing. We didn't plant anything, any winter grasses, not on this side. And so we are pretty much having to pay for all of the food to feed all these animals. You just have to have it. But before we get into the last part of what I want to talk about, I want you guys to take a look at this. If you notice these things right here, boom, and they're huge. Oh, look at that back there. Those are what you call wild blackberry bushes.
Now tell me this is not informative. There's so much that I've learned just by listening to a couple of lines of what he's saying in terms of especially the cost of beef. Maybe you guys don't eat beef, but I saw some steaks the other day that were like $45, and I was like, woohoo! And my husband, he loves steak, so yeah, I like hearing his synopsis about what is going on. That's
Yeah, it's
important to me.
important. There's people, men like
Sissies
steak.
too. My husband too, so he can't be on me about steak. Continue.
I know a lot of you all like, some people may like blackberries.
I
Comment
don't.
down below if you love blackberries. And if you look over there, in that one space right there, and down in that corner over there, we have a massive invasion, and I call it an invasion. But we have a large population of wild blackberry bushes that grow out here on the farm. Now, when I was a kid, we used to come out, we used to pick them, we used to eat them, and it was great, right? But I don't know, it seems like maybe
Yeah.
I've gotten bigger, or obviously I've gotten bigger, but they don't produce as many berries as they once did, and they're definitely not as good. So
We don't like blackberries over here, and the fruit is not growing the way it should be. We had some blueberries the other day that were extremely tart and distasteful. Something's going on. So tell us what's going to happen.
discussion, we are thinking about getting some goats, right? Maybe two, don't want a lot, maybe two small males, have them come through and eat the buffet down to the ground.
The buffet.
We come through every year, we cut it, and I toy with it, I tease with goats. If you are a goat person, and when I say a goat person, a person that has owned goats, we owned goats once before, wasn't very successful. It's a cool thing to jump into, but yeah, it wasn't very successful for us. They all like died. Comment down below the best goats for North Carolina, and I say that for North Carolina region, we definitely need them to clean up because we cut this stuff down, it comes back the next year bigger. Right, we cut it down, comes back next year bigger. We can spray different herbicides on it. It kills it for a moment and then it comes back on it. It kills it for a moment and then it comes back bigger.
It's a food source.
So I think the best solution is natural solution. It is a food source for animals. Sheep don't eat them, cows don't eat it, and it is taking up a large portion, like right here. Taking up a large portion of our pasture. So comment down below best kind of goats to get this pasture right, put these goats in, and just put these sheep in first, put these goats in, bring the donkeys over, and let them do their thing and eat up all of this stuff over here. So
Hey, all you farmers out there, do you know the best kind of goat that he's looking for? If so, comment down below. Coming to the stage next is the Roper family, who I really have found to enjoy as a young homesteading couple. Respect, respect, respect.
Oh no. When I first met my wife in high school, my first conversation with her was, I'm going to buy us a house. We're going to have a lot of land and a big shop in the back to raise our kids and our kids' kids. And guys, let me tell you.
Beautiful.
Guys, let me tell you. I'm a little dirty right now. Look what we got, baby. A big old farmhouse.
Girls and boys, ladies and
A lot of
gentlemen,
land.
I love these. I love these young people. I really do.
4 acres. Guys, let me tell you, man. You better manifest it. You better speak it in existence. Put it in your prayer. Put it to work inside of it. I mean, listen, you can't fail, baby. You can't fail. Look at this, baby. Look at this. Look at our last name on the map, baby. In fact, you think I'm lying? I'm going to the car right now. I'm asking her, baby. I'm asking, hey, baby, what was the first conversation we had? Listen now.
Y'all, how can you not love the youth and the enthusiasm of this young couple? So young and so mature and so lovely and in love, and they have one baby and they have another baby on the way in their house. It's just to die for such a young couple. It brings such joy to my heart. And I hope by the end of this video, you will feel the same way, which I no doubtedly think that you will. So let's continue to her response.
First point of view. And baby, what was the first conversation I had with you? What was the first conversation I had?
You asked me what might go on first.
And with the grandkids, where I wanted it?
Much land.
Much land, well,
And a farmhouse.
and big truck in the back, right?
And a big truck that we're going to get.
You told her all that. Like I said, speaking of this, baby, love all y'all. One more look at the house, man. On the landscape. Got some 2 trees right here. We got some plants. And this ain't the end, baby. Stay tuned for the rest.
Can I get a witness? Can somebody say amen? They said landscaping. They're going to get 2 trees. They're going to make their property look beautiful. The house is already beautiful. They are not the junkyard homesteaders, you know, and they are only 20 and 21. Can you imagine when they hit 30, 40? Oh, God. They're not for play. Let's continue. I am so proud of them, the Roper family. A little backstory. They met in high school sweethearts, living the dream. They said they saw so many people that were unhappy that they were determined not to live their life like that, but to live in an abundant way that made them both feel proud as homesteaders.
Man, me and my wife, we love DIYs. So we want something done, we're going to do it ourselves. Before we get down to what we're actually doing, I just want to just appreciate the fact that me and my wife are 21 and 20, and we own some acres, baby. We got some land.
Hey, I'm excited.
We walk by faith and not by sight, baby. When the impossible seems impossible, but we going to strive for it. But my wife, she's a first-generation homeowner. Man, give her a round of applause, baby. She's breaking generational.
Right away, do you notice the adoration he has for his wife? The upliftment he has for his wife? The come-upness he has for his wife? And the baby, he treats the baby like a little princess too, picks her up, puts her in the car seat. I don't know where this young man was raised, but it shows that he was raised with people that have good sense and that have good upbringing or something to that effect. He was around some kind of role model that paved the way for him. And I'm so happy to see that, considering all the things we've seen on IAG Farm. All of it. All of the disrespect, all of the rude comments, all of the back and forth, all of the never progressing. They are running circles around them. You've seen the way they treat their children, but watch how they treat their children here at the Roper family.
Now I'm talking about what we're actually doing in this video. Guys, we want the old Western farmhouse look. And you guys, the white post just ain't going to do it. So you know what we did? We give it our own personal touch. And you got to wait to the end because it's going to make...
Y'all see who's up on the ladder though, right? Y'all see who's doing the heavy lifting, right? The man. Men are built differently, and men need to do more heavy lifting than women. Okay? This is not a sexist statement, but it's just a fact. Men are just built differently than we are. And so, therefore, it's better for him to be on the ladder than us.
I don't want to be.
Continue.
amaze you on just how the finishing touches look. And guys, let me tell you, me and my wife made a lot of memories today. Today was filled with a lot of love, joy, and excitement. I'm just ready to see how much more memories we can create in our home. With that being said, here's the finished product. I think me and my wife did an amazing job. Tell me what you guys think. I think they added a lot to the house. We're not finished yet. So if you want to see more of our journey,
If you want to see more, you're going to have to go on over to the Roper family. You're going to have to go and tune in over there and see what's going on. Quickly, they were at the flea market looking at animals, roosters, or something to that effect. So,
that's so glad for the chickens. So, guys, on the plus side, we're getting to scroll through our social media to see how well taken care of the animals are.
yeah.
It's a very, very big pro when it comes down to what exactly we want to do.
A dwarf goat. They're looking for the dwarf goat.
But it's exactly the type of animal we would like to buy for. I really want to say going here was pretty much like an experiment and kind of getting out of the house. I'm sorry, a venti like
This is me and my husband all day.
venti like ice market.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I think I'm saying wrong with my wife.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got a venti iced matcha latte with light ice. What else for you?
Can I get oat milk?
And oat milk for it, please.
And
Oh, milk in it. Okay.
I'm gonna get 3 pumps of white mocha, 2 pumps of
And 3
chai.
pumps of white mocha and chai.
3 pumps white mocha and 3 pumps chai.
Yes.
Okay.
And one pop, one cake pop.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
A cake pop.
Sissy is funny. It's funny, sis. He's not even trying to be funny, sissy. This boy funny.
I know you want to know why I'm cackling. That is me and my husband at the drive-thru every single time. I tell him, he hears one thing, and he tells the person in the drive-thru another thing. How many of you have gone through this with people? This is terrible. And that drink right there, that matcha green, I love that tea. It's so health beneficial for you. So many good benefits in that matcha green powder. He's like, here, take this. You can have it all to yourself. I don't want any. My God. Look at the expression on his face.
Thank you. Alright, guys, I don't know what's up with all this fancy stuff, man. I might go give me some Bojangles right down the road.
I'm going to stop here because they have so many things about them. I'm going to share it with you later down the pike, but I had to put this in because it was outrageously funny. Coming to the stage next is the one, the only, incomparable, low-down, dirty IAG Farm.
I thank you for your brilliant camera work. You came out here without. Oh yeah, I saw you came out here with the wrong nipple for the bottle, and you had to go back in.
Bust me out in front of everybody.
Ready?
I thank you for your brilliant camera work. You came out here without. Oh yeah, I saw you came out here with the wrong nipple for the bottle, and you had to go back in.
Bust me out in front of everybody.
Now, after he just embarrassed you on national TV, you can see this rick-a-tic-tac Lego stick looking unfinished, showing up every day for 2 months renovation. Then the baby is out there and he's trying to get the baby to do something because he can never do anything himself. He's trying to act like Benjamin wants to help him. But Benjamin is like, yeah, right. Whatever he had in his hand, it got tossed out. And here comes Molly Muppet on the defense. Let me just tell you all what's going on here. This is the most marvelous, beautiful, fantastic trailer home you ever seen, isn't it? With the holes underneath it and all the rodent activity. Don't worry about that, because it's almost done. 16 feet of pure garbage, almost done. In fact, they were trying to get me to make my deck look like this. And I told Tim, don't you dare. I love living like this trailer trash life. Life could not be better than what it is right now, Tim.
That word transform is because that word transformed, if you look it up and do the research, it implies that your DNA, like who you are. And you go to those cushy places, don't be surprised when you have an average life, when you have a mediocre life. But if you want abundant life, if you want to go, if you want to have this conquering and more than conquering, living life and life more abundant, and if you want to have this higher level of living, but you're thriving. You're not just
go ahead,
surviving,
Chester. We hear you in the background, Chester.
You're not just building things for.
Once again, you're talking about overflow, abundance, and mega this and mega that, but you still got that shack looking like a shickety shack. You still are playing in people's faces, acting like you're building something, and you got to put the music to add to dramatics. Do you think you are a film director of the year or something? I just want to know. Should I pull the crickets out now or what? You always talking and not doing any work. And then when you do work, you have to get the assistance of small people to help you. Now, didn't you just see those people that I just put up here? If not, rewind the tape and look again. Because I know you look at the reaction channels. Because now you're talking about DNA when I just brought up Ancestry yesterday. Okay, some of the people missed this. Some of the people missed this. I repeat, they missed what I meant by the ancestry, but I take it that you didn't, since you brought up the word DNA. Because what I want to know is, what is wrong with them? Where did you come from? Because that's going to determine where you're going. Ancestry, DNA, etc. Now, get back to fixing a skirt, because we don't want to hear anything else except that. No other homesteader got up here with the big dramatic music and the big dramatic speeches. In fact, there's a 20-year-old, 21-year-old running circles around you. You could never, you and Megan could never, ever, in your mega abundant mismatched mind, run circles around any of the two people that I presented before this monstrosity. You lack integrity and your reputation is faulty. Again, you lack integrity and your reputation is faulty. Your reputation of starting projects and not finishing them shows your lack of integrity, and your reputation is down the drain. You come here and you constantly speak about how you could monetize by having people have memberships, etc. But instead, they are getting your videos for free. Well, heck, your videos should be free, because all you do is repeat yourself over and over and over and over. When you have memberships, you would have to offer people something that's worth seeing. There's nothing worth seeing, Tim. You keep showing peekaboo, sneakaboo, and you lying. So nobody's going to pay for lies. You call yourself a man of God. You wouldn't expect them to pay for a membership when you know you're not going to give them nothing extra. Heck, you can't even get up and go to work on the farm on time. So doing extra work, that's what it would require. Because that's what a membership requires, extra work. Not just asking people for a fee and not providing anything. In your many talks with God, you mean to tell me your God, that's the same God as ours, haven't told you, Tim, you need to finish those projects. Heck, he could have never called you like he called Noah to build that ark. Because he knows it wouldn't get done. Praise be to God. God would never put you in the place of a Noah. Oh, hallelujah. Glory be to God. I found it. I found it. There it is. He thinks he's so ordained and so important and everyone is beneath him. But oh my God, it's a lie. You could never be as remiss to think that God would ask you to do anything that requires completion in a timely manner. Those frequent talks you've had with God, I'm sure he has slapped you upside the head and said to you, why, my son, have you not finished what therefore I put before you? Why have you not completed the projects that I put before you, the projects that I blew in the wind for you? I didn't just give you the land, I gave you assignments to complete. I'm sure in your talks with God along the way, he'd rather you be working instead of up here talking to the camera and mistreating your children and your wife and the rest of your family. Did God talk to you about that? Because I know our God is a loving God and he only wants love. Did he talk to you about that, Timothy? Did he talk to you about forgiveness? Because one thing God wants us to do is to forgive. Forgive. He forgave you and let you out of your sentence early, didn't he? But he didn't do that for you to come out here and act like a fool. And quite frankly, there's no need for you to come to a camera on a daily basis when you have plenty of assignments that are unfinished. You need to take that time and finish your assignments and stop coming up here preaching to the choir because we don't want to hear it. Because all we see is somebody who is unreliable and will not finish projects and always trying to get other people to do his work. God is not pleased.
I know that it's coming. So when I get overflow, I say, hey, I'm going to get more overflow tomorrow. I'm going to get more overflow. I'm get some of this overflow because I'm just abundantly, supernaturally, mega, super duper blessed. And so come on over here, get you some of this because I'm too blessed to be stressed.
He sound like a two-bit hustler. Did you hear how he sounded? Did you hear the delivery of that? A two-bit hustler. Come and get you some of this. Two-bit hustler. There's no pastor in there. None. Look at the two-bit hustler got his kids working while he holds the camera. He's nothing more than a two-bit hustler. Children working to death. You hear me? And the wife is next. He's a two-bit hustler. Nonsense. Day in and day out. There's nothing going on in that farm except him walking around holding the camera while everybody else does all the work. He is almost 15 minutes into this video and he has done no work. None.
Y'all enjoy. And we'll see y'all at 7 o'clock a.m.
Nope.
Time, early in the morning before everybody.
This is his whole day consists of attire. There it is. There it is. That is so true. You saw just the kids attire. He working their tails off. And this is all he did today. And he gave this is a spare tire. Because he's not a preacher. He's not a pastor. Not to me, he's not. He may be to his subscribers, but not to me and my subscribers. But this is his whole day. Did you see the other homesteaders? They really work. And I'm promising you, I will show more homesteaders so that I can learn more things so my day is not wasted because A day of not learning something is sort of a day wasted. And just spending all my time on IAG Farms is a day, a week, a month wasted. So look forward to some new material. Everybody, thank you for stopping by. Grandma Gang, we are thrilled that you stopped by to join us on our home. 3 amigos on homesteading. So be looking forward to more episodes. We want you to have the best day ever. Thank you so, so much. If you're new here, if you're old here, if you're always here, may you have a blessed day and bless everyone else too. So remember to like, share, and subscribe my videos, and also go over to their channels and like and subscribe to them too. Leave them some comments. Love you. Bye for now.